Okay, guys. Sanchez here. Oops, sorry. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Okay, guys. Hello, all my fans out there. Soon-to-be fans, hopefully. Okay, I'm introducing myself. My name is Edward J. Sanchez. I'm a painter. This is my first video in a long time. I had a bunch of videos that got deleted for various reasons. I'm not going to go into why. But anyways, so, yeah, let me introduce myself. I'm a painter, and I live in the United States. I live in Ohio. I've been painting for roughly 20 years or so, in oil about 18 years or so, and I've learned a lot over the years. And this video is basically just a test video to get my stuff out there and put my stuff out there and see what it looks like on YouTube and see what's going on. So, anyways, like I said, I'm here on YouTube, and I'm gonna share with you my art process. So, what's gonna happen is in this video, if it stays, well, if it stays the way I want it to be, I'm gonna get some paintings done. I was gonna do another video of my Eng that I'm working on, but it's actually not an actual Eng. It's one reminiscent of an Eng. So I'm a painter. I do paintings and drawings. I work in oil. I've done some acrylic. So this is basically a test video to let you know, guys, about a little bit who I am. I've been painting this for about 20 years or so, and oil for about 18 years. I'm painting for a long time, and I'm just really starting to get the foothold on things that I want in my artwork. So, occasionally you'll see me talk about other things, but right now I'm just focusing on this test video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this painting. I have it's set up. I did a digital image of my objects of my painting, and I lit them realistically in a program called Blender Cycles. Those of you 3D artists will know about Cycles. What it is, it's basically a rendering program inside Blender, which is a free 3D program modeling package, and I've basically been using this for my paintings, so it's really looking good for me. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this paint, and I'm going to just get some black here actually. One moment, guys. That's cobalt blue, I don't need that. Okay. 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 Alright guys, so here we go. I'm going to start right now by scraping off some excess paint off my palette. Right now I'm using a wooden palette. There's various reasons for that. One is it's easy to handle. Second of all, I don't have a huge table to put a glass palette on, so I've got to just use what I've got. And so hopefully you guys find this video interesting and come back for more, because I've got many more things to do on this painting site on YouTube. So I'm probably going to post this on Facebook, because I did some videos before, but I heard some negative criticism about, painting and not painting and painting heavy music, so I won't be doing that for a while, probably ever, so I don't know. Unfortunately, some people don't appreciate that kind of music, which is okay, I guess. So anyways, okay, so here we go. Some black in here, get nice black. So, basically right now you can't see it. I don't think you can see it on the actual image or the actual video, but I'm actually using a window open with GIMP. For those who don't know, GIMP is it's called a GNU image manipulation program. It's like Photoshop basically, but it's free. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to mix some medium in with my paint. So this message is basically for, I would say, all levels of artists: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. I won't go into too many topics about other advanced things, but I will talk about maybe beginner and intermediate things. So I'm here to share my knowledge, things I've learned over the years, and things I've picked up on. Yeah, so anyways, alright, so I'm going to mix up some medium. you might ask him what's medium. Okay, so for beginners out there who don't know what medium is, a medium is basically some kind of vehicle that you mix paint with. And what I'm going to do is mix up a nice big pile of black paint, and I'm using oils. Okay, like I said, this video is more geared towards beginners because I'm going to do some more advanced later to teach you things like glazing and body painting and oleopasto and impasto and all that stuff and all those beautiful, wonderful things that you can do with oil paint. I'm primarily an oil painter, but I have done some acrylics in my time. So what I'm doing right now is making a nice fluid mixture of oil paint. This is how I paint. Other people like Lena Danya might paint differently, and she's fine. I like her stuff a lot. You should check her out, Lena Danya. She's an amazing figurative painter. Just a lot of these beautiful reflections in her paintings, and she's really good. So big proper respect goes out to Lena Danya. So what I'm basically doing right now is I'm going to take this brush here and I'm going to start blocking these things in. So why am I starting with a white canvas, you might be asking? That's just because I have not taken the time to tone a canvas, so I just want to kind of jump right into the painting, which is fine. I'm at a level right now where I don't need a tone canvas, but they're very helpful for underpainting and things like that. So just pure observation from a photograph and nothing else. So here we go. So here we go. Make some brush strokes. Okay. Okay. So blocking these things in. Okay. So for those advanced painters out there that know what I'm talking about, I am breaking the Federline rule. For the beginners out there that don't know what that is, Federline basically means it's a painting for oil painting. It's a term for oil painting where the more oil you get, the more layers you put on, the higher oil absorption is actually in the paint. So to put it simply, the fatter the layers get, the more oil they have. As you keep going up the ladder of paintings, as the layers get up higher and higher, you get more oil and more oil. So leaner layers basically have less oil in them. Fatter layers have more oil in them. So that's called Federline. It's basically a principle for oil painting where the more successful layers you get, the more lean or the fatter it gets, and the earlier layers have leaner amounts of oil paint. So good. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just blocking this in. The paint texture is really weird, so I'm just looking for judgments of what the shapes look like, and I'm just trying to block them in. And so I wish I could do a double camera, but I don't have that kind of equipment right now. So we're going to do this. I'm just going to start blocking these things in. And I might do 2 videos on this. Yeah, I got to keep touching the keyboard so it doesn't get stagnant. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. All right. So, okay. So, okay. Okay. All right. So, pardon me, guys, for a moment. It's more white. Okay. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is basically just a test video. When I have more memory, I'll be able to do a longer video. So I'm going to probably do a bunch of these tonight and then put them on YouTube. And when I get on YouTube, it should be all set. So here we go. Alright, cool. So right now, I'm not going to do any music right now because I don't want to offend anybody. Because, you put heavy music on. Heaven forbid somebody puts heavy music on their videos. People don't throw a fit over things like that. I think that's so, I don't know. I'm not going to even say. I have my opinions. I'm going to be reserved about my opinions about that kind of stuff. So anyways, enough about my diatribe about this stuff. So yeah, right now I'm looking at shape, proportion, looking at the photograph, looking at the painting or the 3D image. It is a taken photograph, I guess you could say, digital photograph. Okay, so this I have like a little dish or pan in the background. It's like a big fat circle in the background. And I'm trying to freehand this circle. And I'm just gonna. Okay, so you might be asking why I'm not using terps. I don't use OMS. I don't use terps at all. There's a reason for that. They're very toxic, very, very toxic. If you ingest it, I mean, even just a little amount, it could kill somebody. So also not just that, the fumes are toxic too. So if you have a studio that's not well ventilated, it could be very bad. And I don't want to get in that situation. So I almost never use terps. Plus, first of all, I like using linseed oil better. So the meat I'm using right now is just straight linseed oil. It's actually called refined linseed oil. It's actually basically it's a drawing oil. If you're advanced players, painters out there, it's a drawing oil. So you might be asking, why am I just using linseed oil? Why am I not using lean paint? Because I can't. If I don't have terps, I have to wait to thin out the paint. If it's not thinned out, it'll go on really chunky and it's going to look really bad. So that's why I am not using OMS. That's why I'm using linseed oil. I know it breaks the fat of a lean roll, but I have no other choice because there's no other way to thin the painting down. They only have a couple of types of materials to thin the paint. You got OMS and linseed oil. That's it. And also liquid. Liquid, I hate liquid. I never use it anymore. I used to use it all the time. The paintings look terrible with liquid. So that's I never use that anymore. I used to use it, and I hate the way my paintings look. That some guys like Tischler. Oh jeez. Oh man. You know what? That's unfortunate. Okay. Anyways, so Andrew Tischler's a really good artist online on YouTube. I would highly recommend you check this guy out. He's really, really good. I think he's from Australia or New Zealand, something like that. So he's really cool. Cool dude. Cool. So as you can see, I'm starting to block everything in. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start. Here's my deal. I'm the kind of guy. I'm the kind of painter that likes to pre-plan his paintings in the photography form or on the computer. And also, not only that, but I also like to pre-plan my colors. So you might be asking, what am I doing right now? I'm mixing up a pile of white because I like having my colors out and fresh on my palette, and that way I can grab it and I'll just mix on the fly, which I do anyways. But I want to have most of my color decision making done. That way I don't have to sit there and mix color on the fly. I like having it all done beforehand because I can just grab for what I want, and it saves decision making, which is hard enough when you're painting values and edges and shapes and forms. And then you add color to the mix, and you get color mixing on the mix, and color theory. So that's why I basically have all my paintings pre-planned. So that's just how I like to paint. Some other people are not like that. They like to mix with a brush, and that's fine. I don't like mixing with my brush for as the basic colors that I have in my lineup palette. At some point I do some intermixing, but other than that I don't. So here, I'm gonna check the battery life and see what it is, and then I'll be back. Sit down. Okay, we are good. We are good. Awesome. I think it has enough battery life. There we go, guys. Here we go. Cool. All right, guys. Here we go. So right now, what I'm doing is making some white, and just kind of block these things out. So, okay, let me talk about a little bit more liquid. Okay, liquid. It's called liquid fine detail, liquid fine original. What it is basically a petroleum distillate that people use for painting. It's really bad fumes. I never use it anymore. I used to use it a lot, like I said, and I sound like a broken record already. But I have some big problems with liquid. It makes a really nasty finish. Some people like Tischler can use it just fine. I don't. I cannot make it work for me. So I don't know how these guys do this stuff, but they do it somehow. So all right, good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically scrub around. I think I might do a grisaille, I'm not sure. I'm just going to start scrubbing the canvas with okay, I'm just going to obliterate that. It's going to look really, really messy in the beginning because I'm starting blocking everything out. So good. Actually, I think I'm going to mix a big pile of paint. I need a lot of paint. And then I'm just going to make a big pile of paint right here. And just, there we go. Yeah, let's just get some grays in there. So instead of toning my canvas like some people do, I just scrub in the canvas. So, alright, cool. So looking like this video is going to be pretty good. Hopefully it comes out well and you guys can understand I'm vocal and I'm vociferous and I'm literate when I speak, and I'm consistent in my approach, and I'm not too boisterous about certain things. So, yeah, so we're going to keep talking about this stuff here. I need to mix what's called a half paste. Half paste is half oil, half paint. It's called a half paste, as far as I remember. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. Right now, I'm almost done with my linseed oil because I'm using a bunch of it. So, what I want you guys to do in the comments, if you could tell me what kind of mediums you like to mix with your oil paints. So I use refined linseed oil. I've used like linseed oil before with like Terps and Damar varnish. That medium doesn't work for me. It's nothing fancy. It's just linseed oil. So if you guys have any, maybe think about some kind of mediums you like to use. Maybe like it's oleo pasto medium for like impasto paintings or whatever you guys like. Please in the comment below, let me know what you guys think. And I want to hear your thoughts on what you think about your paintings and what you think matters to you about as far as like your mediums go. So in the the comment box below, tell me what you guys think. What's on your mind? What do you think about oil painting? How do you view oil painting as far as like mediums go? Not the medium oil paints, but the actual the vehicles that you mix, the mediums you mix in with your oil paints. So yes, leave them in the comments below. See what you think, and I'll be happy to hear that. It's cool. So good. All right, cool. So okay, I'm gonna use some bigger brushes. And let's see here. Yeah, we got some softer brushes. Here we go. All right, cool. I have to mix a little bit more linseed oil. So what's going to happen is I'm going to break this video up into many parts. In between different videos, I'm going to have to charge my camera, wait for it, and then charge it up, take another video. So I'm going to do this pretty much all night. So I got another hour or 2 hours. I have some other things I got to attend to around 8 o'clock, so it's fine. So there we go. I'll mix some more oil. Let's go on there, and I'll just scrub this stuff out. So what I'm basically going to do is what's called an underpainting. For those beginners out there who don't know what that is, underpainting is basically when you do kind of like a block in. And advanced painters will obviously know about this, but the beginners who don't know, basically it's just like a beginning layer. That's all it is here. It's cool. I'm just going to very crudely kind of scrub this in and just kind of block everything in, kind of like tone the canvas a little bit. So I'm just going to scrub it in, and it's just just get everything established. I think I'm just going to obliterate that cup here that I'm working on. There you go. Scrub this in. And I'm just doing some kind of weird colors just to cover the canvas. So okay, it's gonna look really crude. It's gonna look really bad in the beginning stages because everything's still getting blocked in. So please bear with me. If it doesn't look good, don't be alarmed. It's just the way a painting goes sometimes. The crude stage, every painter has a crude stage. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's Pollock, de Kooning, probably I'm sure even Memling. Hans Memling had some crude areas. I'm sure Jan van Eyck had some crude stuff. So don't panic if it looks kind of crummy. It's just the way the painting goes sometimes. Cool. So I'm thanking you guys for joining me in this little journey here. You might be asking what kind of canvas this is. It's Cotton Duck. I use Cotton Duck pretty much exclusively. Here's the thing about canvas. We'll talk about many different topics throughout this journey here on YouTube where I'm at. Cotton Duck, in my opinion, is just fine. Okay, so you do not have to use Belgian linen to make a good painting. I'm sorry. I mean, I think Belgian linen is pretty cool. I've used linen before, but I've seen no noticeable difference between Cotton Duck and linen. I mean, there's just nothing there. So before I do anything else, let me go ahead and get some more paint laid out. So right now, this is what's called a blocking stage, or the underpainting stage. I'm not going to do a full grisaille because I don't need to. I pretty much can judge my values pretty well without the aid of linseed oil, without the aid of an underpainting. So I don't need that. So I just want to basically block in the major shapes, and here we go. Cool. So thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I really wish I could have left those other videos up, but I ran into some problems, and I got some criticism that wasn't very, I guess, comely is the word. So it was less than constructive, I guess. So that's all I'm going to say. But anyways, no worries. Just try to, if I can please myself, hopefully I can please other people. That's all I can really do. So good. All right, cool. So, anyways, I'm just going to scrub in the canvas and kind of just draw this plate out. It's like a little plate in the background. And I'm going to do a lot of scrubbing in this painting because that's how I get everything blocked in. So it's going to look really crude, really crummy, but I'm going to do kind of like an underpainting for this. And so cool. So in the comment section below, guys, let me know what you think of the quality of the video, how I can improve. It's just a little test video to see how it works on YouTube, and different setup, and actually same easel, different canvases, different art. So cool. Awesome. So hopefully this video comes out well. If it doesn't, I'll just scrap this video and just do another one. So No one ever have to see the mistakes that I made. Okay, cool. All right, nice. So I'm blocking everything in. So, like I said before, you might be asking what about liquid I don't like? What is about this liquid I don't like? Everything. It's consistency. It's basically like a petroleum jelly medium. It's very it's really like just jelly, and I don't. But it's got this horrible grayish pink texture or color to it. It looks horrible, absolutely horrendous, and the paint is so just. The thing about liquid is that it's a very good dryer. I think they put dryers in it that make it dry faster, which is a good thing. The nice thing about oil paint that I like is that it stays fresh a lot longer than acrylic. Acrylic you can add extenders to acrylic. The thing about acrylic is it's not as luscious as oil paint. There's something about it that I can't get enough of. So I'm gonna get some just big thick. Do some just scrubbing the canvas, just scrub it in, and the scrubbing really just covers a lot of ground. Okay, so. In this paint, I'm do a lot of scrubbing, a lot of white paints, or a lot of kind of grayish, maybe 20% gray. And so with my arm, I just scrub it in. That's how I just scrub in the canvas, just carve it on, and just kind of get it scrubbed in there. And then it's kind of like almost like doing underpainting. So yeah. So. All right, pardon me, guys. I need to take some kind of get some drink. Awesome. Cool. So now we'll go back to the okay, let's mix this in. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So right now I'm just kind of blocking everything in. So with the bigger brush. I'm really a big fan of detail in paintings. I know there's a lot of people that want to be looser. I want to be tighter. I mean, that's just what I want to paint like. All my heroes, except for Sargent, basically were tight painters. So just the way I lose, not the way I lose. The way I paint is more loose, a little less loose, more tight, a little bit tighter. So there we go. Okay, there we go. So I did start off loose and then tighten up. Good. All right, cool. Looking good. So. Okay, so, alright. Alrighty. Pardon me, excuse me. Alright, cool. So I got that down.